Hi, I'm Priyal Kothari. I'm a second year student in Computing for Business in DCU, and today we have Mr. Palani with us. Hi, nice to meet you. Could you please briefly discuss about yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Pugazheanthi Palani, founder of Napblog Limited. So we are doing a product development, a research and development company primarily. So how we started is like I had a vision to start a research and development company international. So it all started with my bachelor's 2019 and started with 2015 and 16 and 17 doing primary research about product and research. I was a mechanical engineer over there. And then I started with like a product development, R&D, technical analytics, and then I did some internship which grew up into a custom product development, technological research and development startup.
Okay.
And then I wanted to start it like an international. I came to Ireland to do my international business management masters in Griffith College Dublin. And then I graduated, and then I worked small jobs in my 1G.
Yeah.
And then the reason is I didn't have any experience. I was in the problem of catch-22. And then I got into a full-time job of international marketing specialist. So, and then I moved out of the company. So I started the company here, Napblog Limited. And first problem I am trying to solve is Napos is the product name. And the problem is catch-22. And then lack of local experiences. So we help international students, college students, graduates, and then job seekers to get a job with our product.
Yeah.
And also wanted to change the philosophy and fundamental structure of CV-based hiring to project-based hiring. So this is the fundamental of the product and the company.
Yeah.
And the ideology behind who we are as of now.
Interesting. How do you think Napos differs from existing platforms already? Why do you think students, undergrad, postgrad, would invest in Napos rather than any other platforms?
Sure. So we don't have exact primary competitor to compete with us as of now.
Okay.
But we do have lookalike competitors and also solving a fractional problems like LinkedIn, Coursera, and then university careers, recruitment agencies. All these people are solving niche-oriented problems.
Yes.
And we are clubbing all the
problems together,
and then to give in a nutshell that if any job seekers who are transmitting from one country to other country, they don't know how local market works, local hiring works, and local transition from education to employment to entrepreneurship works. So they find a mentors and international career officers in colleges, and also support systems, incubation centers in the state and national level are fragmented. So it's ridiculously hard to navigate from one point to other. So we all having in a one platform to give them a one-to-one experiences. So through this we are solving a problem.
Okay. And can I quickly ask you what inspired you to start your own business?
Yeah, I'd have to go back to 8, 9, 10 years ago.
Okay.
So I went on to do some mechanical internships, as I told, in terms of like product manufacturing. And then I had an intern who was working over there, and he told the job nature and how it works, and I didn't see the job future from then. And then I went on to do some researches which job changing every day. And then the reason is I was too lazy and I was too easily get bored of the things which don't excite me.
Okay.
So I went on to Google and then asked which job changes quickly or rapidly, whatever. And it gave me the answer of SEO, search engine optimization, and then research and development.
Okay.
So I fell in love with products and the services. I wanted to start a mass customization research and development company.
Interesting.
So that's the seed for that.
Perfect.
And the seed is planted long years ago. And then now it's a little bit of grown up tree. That's how my journey into entrepreneurship.
Interesting. So I think you've kind of already answered this question, but if you want to add anything else to it, what specific value do you think Napos adds to students apart from like jobs and everything? Do you think it's like upskilling them? If there's anything else you want to add for both undergrad and postgrad students?
So, yeah. To answer this question, I can go to one example that we helped a German guy who was like 17, 18-ish. He was in high school.
Okay.
And then he came to us and then he learned Google Ads. And then he got a client. He didn't go to college even.
Okay.
He turned into a freelancer.
Okay.
And the fundamental ideology with the product is this.
Okay.
So no one wants any academic validation to get an employment, to get a freelance client, to start an entrepreneurial career.
True.
So they need a skills and they need learning ability from the employer, and then they could able to learn the confidence and earn the confidence. So that's they become employable.
Okay.
As the outcome.
Yeah, that's a really good
for the postgrad and the master's student and doctoral student, same journey.
Yeah. Perfect. Interesting. So do you have to pay for Napblog? Is there like a free aspect to Napblog and like a premium aspect to it as well? If yes, why would students be willing to pay for Napblog, and what measurable value or like return on investment does the platform provide to them?
Yep. So there are pre-placement programs, internship programs, STEM programs, and university assisted placement programs are there available and accessible by students, right?
Yeah.
And apart from that, there are career coaches, and there are professional coaches and CV resume writers available in the market for a premium price to solve this problem of early stage unemployability.
Okay.
And also there are a lot of legal restrictions out there for international students who came from one country to other country.
Okay.
So the problem is simple. No experience to get a job, and for a graduate role you need experience of 3 years, or else they will show 0 years but they will filter with more experienced candidate. So in order to solve this problem, educational institutions, government agencies, state agencies, recruitment agencies should work together and introduce some frameworks, introduce some regulations to solve this problem. So they have to come forward. So it is pretty hard, that we know, for a institutional change of a sector. It takes a long time. So as we did research, thousands of interviews with the job seekers and students, they answered a startup can quickly jump in and get the regulation approved by the academic researchers and to fix the problem. So that's why we started solving this problem.
Okay, interesting. And like following up on this, would you say then this is based more for like international students, or can anyone use it, or does it have to be students in general? Can people of all ages use this, or is it specifically targeted towards students?
So we started in Ireland and we are global because over the last couple of years we helped 100 plus students across 18 different countries with 20 different universities around the world, from UK, Ireland, Hungary, and then France. So these are all the university students that are doing thesis alternative programs and project-based internship with us. And I think I didn't answer your last questions, why students has to subscribe for the product of Napos. Instead, they can use it for free like other free platforms, right? So they could able to use the platform for free if they have the ability and the confidence that they can self-learn it from the platform, from the product. But if a project manager come in place to assist and answer the question to boost the confidence, then there is a cost for subscription for the product. Students can opt in and then can get the work experience certificate with experimental learning of a sandbox in a research and development company. They could able to fix their portfolio and construct the experience to get a job.
Okay, interesting. So this is nice. So they have the free projects so they can try and test and see and adapt to the platform and see if they like it, and then they can pay for the subscriptions. Interesting. So as you said that you have international students and students from different parts of Europe, and you help the German guy, right? So one question that straight away pops into my head is, what makes Napos trustworthy, and what makes the platform credible for students and universities that you have typed with?
So So we are closely working with Enterprise Ireland, local enterprise officers, in terms of collaborating with universities. So as a research and development company, we do have a lot of privileges in order to access the academia and then the industry standard levels in order to get and create value and get accredited and get reviewed by the professors, so research fellows. So we are working with grants from Enterprise Ireland and then universities in order to get the professors to validate the idea and then to formulate the algorithm and then to have the product and then to introduce to the recruiters and the employers and the students, so that it won't be like an independent product by the independent company. So anyway, the impact is going to be huge. So the huge impact has to be like formulated from institutional validation, rather than a solo entrepreneur sitting in a house and then creating a vibe coding website.
Because it's a clear gap in the market.
So why they want to trust us? Right. So we have a support from tons of universities and incubations as of now.
Sorry, could you please give like a brief of all the universities that you're typed with?
So we already worked and then successfully graduated students and get jobs from UCD. 9 people got from students into the product and used the product, and then they graduated to get outcome of job secure. And then 5 from Trinity. And 7 from Dublin Business School. And few from NCI. And then ELIT, Maynooth, and few other universities in Galway and like Limerick as well. And then UK, and then France as well. And then in US, in South America, Middle East, Singapore, China, Japan as well.
Interesting. So you've covered all the top tier universities, at least in Dublin. Interesting. Do you have any evidence of people who've already used Napos, like a number of results that Napos have like demonstrated to show their approach, or how many people have gotten jobs, like specifically a number if you have a round figure, after using the platform and after getting upskilled with the platform?
So we built the platform with students and job seekers around the world, and we did a research and development process. That process took us last 2 years. That processed outcome is the product. So we caught the content and the research from the problem seekers to solve the problem. So as the outcome, we have the product. So answer to your question, they didn't use the product. They helped us
build
all hands to build the product. So the outcome we have, it could be like a scalable product, so that it could scale and then get validated by academia and the professors and researchers, and get funded by government institutions, and then it could help more people.
And how many job seekers or students have you directly benefited? First, you can answer how many of them you've reached out to overall in this whole journey, and how many of them have benefited from this platform.
So I personally took 1,000 interviews, and then I handpicked 100, and then I trained 50 people, and then 50 of them in jobs.
Perfect. And would you want to name the companies they're in?
They are being placed in ESP, and Irish Waters, and Accenture, and Amazon, and then startup companies.
Very interesting. How many successful entrepreneurs or startups have been developed or launched through Napos Incubate to date?
So it's not a huge number, but it's 3. So it started with the problem identification. And and also developed into a validation stage, and into MVP development stage as of now. So as you know, all the private, public, state incubation agencies available in Ireland, like local enterprise officers, Leo, and then inner city enterprises, Interior, and all these are great, and Horizon Europe are to the European level standards. So until you get an incorporated, it like little less support, what I felt. So from the idea you have until you register your company, you have to in your own journey. Because that's what I had in last 5-6 years after I completed my masters. I was into the trenches, so I could able to say that.
Okay, very interesting. So you've already reached out to Leo, and you're seeking a funding as well. Interesting. So within the Napos project-based hiring model, how does the company legally source candidates and obtain access to their work or capabilities?
So we, Napblog Limited, as a registered and up and running recruitment agency in Ireland, so we could able to legally source the candidate, which we trained with the help of the product. So the product is classified into 3 categories: Napos Workforce, Napos Recruit, and Napos Incubate. Napos Workforce is to enrich and cultivate the talent pool what we have by giving them what they need, and Napos Recruit is for the employers, recruitment agencies, and career coaches to use to filter the candidate what we train and authenticated and vetted candidates to recruit through the product. And Incubate is for the state, public, and international and VCs, angel investors, to review the candidate's portfolio and give them a funding incubation seat or like incubation help based upon what they have gone through, not simply based upon their own applications.
Okay, understood, got it. I think you've already answered this question a bit, but if you want to add on anything else, how does Napos verify skills and capabilities demonstrated by candidates? Like you said, you can connect to employers and you get certificates. If there's any other way you want to add to this?
No, just to be clear about it, we are not tied up with any direct employers or direct third-party companies to validate the skills which we give to the users in the platform. But as a research and development company, that's our unique value proposition. We could able to fetch the problem from socio-economical initiatives and NGOs, like institutions like innovationexchange.ie, or else like private companies, private clients. They have a lot of unsolved R&D problems. So we are not gonna to solve the problem with the Napos Workforce subscribers to sell the problem. We are going to solve the problem by consistently iterating solving the problem with the workforce and giving them the experience, and then sharing the value with these clients. And once it got accepted, it will be solved with Napos employees itself, not by the people who use the product to get the experience. It's what like 100,000 people are employed in Salesforce globally, right? Just to give the figure in numbers, if we have 100,000 users in the product, they will have the ability to watch the R&D how works, and then they could able to redo the processes, like R&D laboratory experience. So that's what we are.
Okay, so that's how Napos, you would say, differs from traditional recruitment, right? That would be one of your USPs, I would say. Yeah, interesting. What does it cost an employer to use Napos Recruit, and what pricing model does the platform offer for employers?
So they can subscribe 500 euros monthly, and then they can use as long as they want to. And it's not like an annual contract at all. It's like a monthly recurring contract. If they are not happy and if they are not able to get the value out of project-based hiring, and they can able to cancel at any point of time. So, and if they are happy with that, they could able to give us and share the suggestions that we could able to update the filters and add new functionalities and values, how we could able to enrich and provide more value to those recruiters and employers. Okay,
so you said there's a free model and then there's the 100 subscription, which is monthly, right?
No, for the recruiters it's only one pricing, 500 euro for monthly. How traditional recruitment agency works are, they used to cost one-time fee of a 15 to 20% of a candidate's annual salary. Which is, if they place a candidate for 100,000, they charge 20,000 from the client. So which is way 3 to 4, 5x higher than what we charge. So the market demands more.
Perfect. And could you roughly, now that you've gone through the employers charging, would you want to share the different pricing models for students?
Sure. So for the workforce and the incubate, the premium plan stays at 99, which is like getting the industrial experts and getting the startup entrepreneurs to train
per month. Yeah.
But for the workforce plan, it's like a project manager plan, which is 49.99 euros, which is a 50 euro plan, which will be assigned with the project manager in the company. Napos employees, because they are the project holders, right?
Yeah.
So for that, it's 49.99 euros.
Okay.
But if they want a real industry expert or else a startup entrepreneur to train and incubate and to be a real-time mentor, that cost go to the premium price.
Okay. And what's the current funding status for Napblog Limited, including any external investments or grants, or any grants that you're hoping to fund this year or in the future?
So as of now, all I did is self-funded, all of my savings. As of now, we are preparing for feasibility and premium grant from Leo, and as well as innovation vouchers and innovation scholarships and pre-seed startup funding and HPSU funding.
Perfect.
So this is our funding route. So we are progressing one by one.
Okay, so it's bootstrapped right now completely.
Yep.
Perfect. What is NapOS's current revenue model, and which parts of the platform are expected to generate the most revenue, do you think, or according to your stats?
Yep. As of now, we focused on students and job seekers to provide value and prove the model. Okay. So it is proven.
Yeah.
So we got a chunk of users onboarded and iterating the product already. Evolving. The product is being evolved.
Okay.
And the workforce got subscriptions too. And right now our revenue is like 6,000 ARR, annual recurring revenue. And we expect to grow to 20,000 to 40,000 by end of the year, like monthly recurring revenue.
Okay, interesting. What are the company's key growth areas over the next 12 to 24 months? Say this one is for the year, right? You want to grow to 10 to 20,000 for a year by the end of this year. What are the future 1 to 2 year goals for the company?
I mean, just to correct it, 20 to 40,000 monthly recurring revenue, which is MRR at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So how we are going to get the strike sense? So we will be getting the pre-seed startup fund by end of the year. By entering into the incubation center of UCD Nova or else Trinity Consultant, like Trinity Innovation, Mainuth, Limerick Nexus. So we are in the application stage. Okay. For sure, we will get through one. Okay. And then we get the leverage of what they have as we crack the application. So that could be able to scale the revenue for sure. And for 1 to 2 years, after getting pre-seed startup, we going to utilize HPSU as well as, which is going to be 1.2 million to co-match with another private equity. It's just like 2.5 million. Okay. And then to go for cluster 4 European Horizon Europe project. Yeah. So the project called to solve workforce development problem at Europe level. Okay. So we contacted them, national point of contact, Horizon Europe. They are people in Enterprise Ireland. So they guided us that you could able to do as like a group of organization, universities and R&D companies coming together and apply for the fund. Okay. Because the grant is like 20 million to 40 million. Yeah. So in order to get those level of initiation, this is a plan for next 5 years. Okay. So we have to do like a one step at a time. Perfect. And are you already in contact with UCD Nova and Trinity? So yeah, I've been contacted with 8 to 9 incubations already in Ireland. Okay, interesting. And then universities, 15 universities, and placement coordinators and head of the department and head of innovation and research, head of industrial researchers who could able to guide us with innovation voucher to help access and find the database of professors and researchers to help us to modulate the product and the algorithm. Okay. So it's deeply integrated with education and employability. So, yep. Okay, now let's talk a bit about the company behind NapOS. So how many employers or full-time employees or members does Napblog Limited have currently? So as of now, it's a solo founder company. Okay. I'm the founder. Yeah. And I used to wear all the hats, sales, marketing, development, and then front face, everything whenever it requires. But we are looking to expand the founding team. We're looking for CTO to develop the product, to work with academia professions and researchers, and we do look for like C-suites members. So we need 3 to 4 people that they are attracted to the vision and really care about the problem.
Okay.
And we are happy to welcome newbies as well, but they have to commit to the problem, because commitment gives them the privilege of like adapting to the early stage company.
Yeah.
So without that, they can't able to survive for long run.
Yeah, completely agreed.
Yeah, it is.
What are the biggest challenges you think you're facing right now? As a solo entrepreneur, you can answer, and with Napblog itself.
So as a solo entrepreneur, I'm just starting to get the problems.
Yeah.
And also with Napos, I'm just starting to get problems.
Okay.
Because I can't do it everything on my own.
On your own, yes.
And also I can't write the algorithm on my own.
Agreed.
And say this is good. And this is the best.
Yeah.
I need help from government.
Yeah.
Recruiters.
Yeah.
And then institutions.
Kind of like a third eye. Yeah.
There's local 5th eye, 6th eye, 7th eye. Because these are like a regulation things.
Yeah.
And I can't write the rules, everything.
Yeah.
So I have to be dependent upon them. It takes slow.
Okay, interesting. And what do you think would success look like for Napos? And you kind of answered this in the next 3 to 5 years, but what do you think, like, what is the end goal for Napos?
So everyone could have the option to choose customizable education for them, and they could able to choose a course, a skill which is changeable every 2 months once, and then they could able to grab the real experience by working on them.
Yeah.
And then to move out and then apply for a job to get a client or to start a company. And then they find they need some skill, then go back to college.
Okay.
And getting arrested in 1 year, 3 year, 4 year is going to be expired.
Yeah.
And it is the real problem now. Everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not say that everyone is like blaming. I hate that, and everyone is trying to the maximum, because as along these years I'm talking to government institutions, researchers, professors, students, recruiters, everyone.
Okay.
They know the problem exists.
Yes.
The problem exists.
Of course, it's a clear problem. Yeah.
And then they can't do with their level of authority.
Yeah.
And their level of accessibility.
Okay.
They could able to send an email.
Yeah.
Send a letter to officials, and have one-to-one call like this to supervisor.
Yeah.
After that, there's no progress.
Yeah.
So someone has to stick to the problem
and step in
and stay with the problem.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the way to, I think.
Okay, interesting. So you're still obviously learning, and I'm sure there's plenty of challenges that are coming along the way. As we all know that Grad Ireland happens every year, so is Napblog expected to be seen at Grad Ireland this year in 2026 in October?
Yep, 6th of October we will be at Grad Ireland Fair.
Perfect.
Representing Napblog Limited and promoting Napos product. And if you could able to ask any questions in person, I will be there at the event, and you could able to ask a lot of questions, and I'm happy to answer those questions in person.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. It was really nice having you. Thank you.
Thanks.